Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy, MidPokeMaster here, and today we are doing the team builder and battle for week 8 of APA Academy. So this week we fight our good friend Dr.Slaking, coach of the Bowland Bovines. He is currently, as you can see, 4-3. His team consists of Kieran Black, Scizor, Ronan Wash, Crobat, Gardevoir, Miltank, Mence, Mega Tyranitar, Shaman, Golurk, and Blaziken. So he has a pretty overall good roster. It was really hard to prepare for this match since he just has so many good offensive threats and defensive threats. So I really needed to prep well. We also fought him in IBLD League. He had the Tapu Koko Kieran Black team, but those weren't the threats. It was the Gastrodon that just walled me to the end of time, which was really unfortunate. So, yeah, so hopefully we can get our payback back today. But before we get started, let's answer the question of the day. What is your favorite bulky water in the format? Mine's Melodic. Have it in like a bajillion leagues just because it's so good in my opinion. So, comment down below what your favorite bulky water is in the format. So, as you can see, I'm bringing Primarina, Electivire, Mega Charizard X, Gliscor, Melodic, and Mew. So, I'm bringing a kind of a Mew that was like last week with Roost, Bulk Up, Drain Punch, Zen Headbutt, 108 HP, 68 attack, 12 Spadef, and 68 speed. The speed is the outspeed, I think, Jolly. It's Jolly or Adamant Scizor, because that thing with Choice Band just destroys me. So I just want to at least be able to outspeed it and get a bulk up. If he goes faster than me, then I know he's Choice Scarfed. Drain Punch and Zenbutt hit his entire team for at least neutral damage. Yeah, Scizor still takes neutral damage from Drain Punch because the Steel super effectiveness gets rid of the bug resistance. So yeah, I hit everything for neutral damage. I can set up on a multitude of things. I can even set up on Mega Tyranitar if I wanted to, which is kind of cool. Next, I have as always, Choice Specs Primarina with Moonblast, Surf, Hydro Pump, and Ice Beam. It just kind of helps me break down his very defensive wall core of Rotom Wash, Mega Tyranitar, Crobat, and Miltank, and Shaman. So, and all of that doesn't want to take a Moonblast, so Primarina is looking good as a wall breaker. Next, I have a Dragon Dance Mega Charizard X with Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, Earthquake, Dragon Dance with enough speed for, I believe, Kieran Black, which is crazy to me that he didn't bring. Next, I have, my normal Flame Orb, Marvel Scale, Melodic with Scald Recover, Toxic, Mirror Coat. Next, I have an Expert Belt Motor Drive Electivire with Wild Charge, Flamethrower, Cross Shot, Volt Switch. His ground type is a Golurk, and I really don't see that coming this week. So, I just thought Electivire was pretty good for the Volt Switch. I couldn't think of another Mon to bring over Electivire. So I just Electivire is cool. Then I have a physically defensive Gliscor with Defog, U-Turn, Earthquake, and Fire Fang. This is more of my bulky pivot to help deal with the Mence because, yes, I have two bulky waters and a very physically defensive Mew, but if it's like knockoff, poison jab, U-turn, high jump kick, it will destroy my team outside of Gliscor. So I end up leading with my Primarina just to see what his response is to it. Just to see what he thinks, what he's really scared of, and what his switching is. So, here's the Primarina. As he leads his Run and Wash, so I'm thinking, there's no way he can kill me outside of Choice Specs, I believe. And I'm fine knowing if he's Choice Specs. So he just goes ahead and goes for the Thunderbolt. Does almost kill me. But then he gets paralysis and like Aerial Breakthrough, get the Moonblast. And I do a chunk. I bring him down to around 15%, but he has the Iapapa Berry that brings him up to 65. So, when I was playing, I did not notice the paralysis. I was writing down the damage and calcing. So, if I would have noticed, I just would have left it in and let it die, because it did what I needed to. But I didn't see it, so I was like, he's going to go for a Thunderbolt here. So I get the Motor Drive, so I get the +1 speed. So here, I just go for the Wild Charge. I bring it back to around the amount it was after the Moonblast damage, and he goes for the Will-O-Wisp, which is really unfortunate. But it's an Electivire. It isn't going to do much damage anyway, so I'm just going to stay in and go for another Wild Charge. There's no reason for me not to. It's going to do some damage. It's going to do some decent damage. So he brings in his Tyranitar before it's Mega'd. As I go for the Wild Charge. And I do about 25% with the crit, so that shows me it's a somewhat defensive Mega Tyranitar. And I'm thinking Cross Chop still does around 50%. So, and that's damage that all my Mons would love to have on this thing. So he brings out the Scissor to take the Cross Chop. It does around like 20%. I take Sandstorm damage and the burn damage. And here, he goes for a Choice Band Bullet Punch. And it does not kill, just because of resistances and things like that. I had around 4 in HP. But I decided to bring Flamethrower over Fire Punch. And that ends up helping me. Because if I had the burn, I might have not killed. But since I ran Flamethrower, it kills. So, bye-bye Scizor. And bye-bye Electivire, which I can't remember what it was called on the calc. I think it was, yeah. So, I bring out Gliscor thinking he'll bring out Mega Tyranitar, or maybe even Menchow, but he brings out the Rotom Wash, and I'm not going to risk a Hydro Pump hitting me here. So, I'm just going to sack off my thingy, my Primarina. So, Primarina gets a Hydro Pump to the face. So, bye-bye Primarina. So, it's now 5 against 2, but his Rotom Wash is so weakened that it's not even funny. So here, I got in the Mega Charizard X because it was either that or Mew, and I don't want to reveal what kind of Mew set I am right now. So I'm just going to stay in and go for the Dragon Claw, because I don't want to risk a, what's it called, a Thunder Wave or a Foul Play. Or him even hitting 2 Hydro Pumps. So, Rotom Wash is now gone. I can't kill this thing. EQ does not do enough to kill this thing once it's Mega Evolved. And I know he's going to want to attack me because if I stay in and go for an EQ and he goes for like Stealth Rock or Dragon Dance, it's not good for him. So here he Mega Evolves. Goes Rah! And just goes for the straight Stone Edge. And see how much this does before the Flame Orb. It does almost half, which is an insane amount. So, after the Sandstorm damage, I get around down to half. But now that I have my Flame Orb up, Marvel Scale, he won't nearly do enough damage to me as he was before. So I just go for the Recover, which was a pretty obvious play. Take the Sandstorm damage, take the burn damage. So, he switches out not wanting to get Scald Burn, switches down to his Crobat. Milan kind of 1v1s the rest of his team. I can get Scald Burns out on everything, just do some damage. So he gets to around like 65%. Shows me the Black Sludge. Take Flame Orb. So here, he goes just straight for the U-turn. Not much else he really could do. And I believe he goes on to his Menchow. Yeah, it's his Menchow here. And I'm thinking, I need this Scald Burn. Do around 50%, a little over. I get the Scald Burn. This Menchow is no longer a threat, and that's amazing. Because now, I don't have to worry if I do get a +1 with my Mega Charizard X. It can basically just sweep, so yeah, that's basically it. So he just goes out for the U-turn, making me think he's probably Regenerator. I don't know if he's Choice Scarf. I know he's not an attack boosting item. So he knows I have to go for the Recover here. So he just switches out into his Blaziken. There's really not much he can do to me here. So I just go for the Scald. As he sets up a Swords Dance, which is really scary. Because if he Z-move, Melodic kind of just dies. Not just dies, but like... I can't get Melodic at that weekend. Because I need something to deal with Mega Tyranitar. So... I predict he's going to be like Titanium Z and just switch out straight in my Gliscor. Because I know he's not going to go for a Fire type move here in front of a Melodic. So, take the Rocks damage. And here, you just see the Titanium Z Blaziken. Ooh, gets that Z Crystal formation. You get the all-out pummeling. He just starts punching and kicking even though it doesn't show that in the animation. And then it just unleashes its Dragon Balls and doesn't even kill my Gliscor, which is really cool. Here I get the Toxic Orb. So if I outspeed, I click EQ and it dies. But he's actually faster and goes for high jump kick. So yeah, good speed investment on his part. So Gliscor is gone. So here I just bring out Mega Charizard X because I know for a fact I'll outspeed him. Mew, it just depended on if he was Adamant or Jolly and how much speed investment he had. So I go for the Dragon Claw, I believe. No, I go for Earthquake because predicting the Mega Tyranitar. And he knows this Minshell won't do anything for him since it's burned. But if I would have just gone for Dragonance there, that just would have been like God tier plays. But unfortunately I didn't. But imagine. So here he brings out his Mega Tyranitar. And I can't risk this thing like doing anything else. I have no switching. So I just go for the Earthquake. I could have gone for the Dragon Dance, hoping that he misses the Stone Edge, but I couldn't afford it, so I do around like 40% and I let my Mega Charizard X die. But yeah, so I bring out my Mew and I'm thinking all I need to do is click Bulk Up here because I won't die to a Crunch and I can get all my health back with the Drain Punch. But even at +1, I know this Crobat's bulky, so it can't kill me in one hit. And if it tries to come in and do damage, I can just Soft Boil. So I get the Bulk Up going on. He knows I'm going to click a Zen Headbutt here, so he U-turns into his Mega Tyranitar just to hopefully get me more chips. Because we talked after the game, and he was thinking I might not have recovery because I would probably need Fire Punch, Zen Headbutt, and Drain Punch. But I didn't opt to go for Fire Punch because I thought Drain Punch would do enough. So here, he thinks I'm going to overpredict again and go for a Zen Headbutt. But reality, I actually was watching some of his videos before that battle, trying to scout out what he would do. Just because I wanted to get my revenge, as I said before. So, I know he likes to overpredict a lot. But in my head, I had no reason to overpredict. So I just thought I should take it easy and just go for the clean sweep at the end. So, here, I go for Zen Headbutt, no reason not to. Blaziken comes out here. As I go for Zen Headbutt and I miss, and I'm like, boy, this is not good. But in reality, it was all good. Because I outsped with my 68 EVs. And I go for Drain Punch because I don't want to risk the misc and him getting, a crit. So, I get the Drain Punch kill on the Blaziken. And I'm almost back to full after these leftovers. Just 9 shy HP points away. So here he goes on the Crobat, and from what I can tell, he doesn't have Toxic. So he just goes for the Brave Bird here. So he's like, vroom, vroom. My Mew's like, bruh, that's chillin'. Go for the Zen Headbutt. And I just somehow catch up to that thing and just Zen Headbutt it. So I beat Dr.Slaking 2-0 after he beat me 2-0 in IBL. D League, so we're now 1-1 against each other, which is really cool. I can really see this man making playoffs. He's a great coach, great dude. He recently just got into UBL Season 3, which is like an extremely big league. So it's great to face him. He's a good pal. I'm in another league with him where I fight on week 2, so you'll see that on the Core Enforcer channel. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.